My name is Michael, and I was only 14 when my world went up in flames, literally. My father was a firefighter, the bravest man I have ever known. One cold winter night, the alarm rang, and he rushed out of the house like he always did. He looked back for just a second, smiled, and said, "Be brave, son. God is always with us." That was the last time I ever saw him alive. The fire that night took more than one life. It took my hero. They said he saved 3 people before the building collapsed. Everyone called him a hero, but I called him Dad, and heroes aren't supposed to die. A few weeks before that night, I remember sitting on the porch with him. He had just come back from work, tired, his uniform smelling like smoke. I told him I was afraid of losing him one day. He smiled and said, "Whenever you feel scared, sing to God, because when you sing, heaven listens." He made me promise, no matter what happens, you'll keep singing, okay? I didn't know then how much those words would mean. After the funeral, I couldn't speak, let alone sing. I stopped going to church, stopped smiling. I felt like God had taken everything from me, but deep inside, his voice echoed, "Sing to God." One afternoon, I found Dad's old Bible lying on his nightstand. Inside it was a note in his handwriting. "Courage is not the absence of fear, but faith in the middle of the fire." I cried for hours, holding that Bible close to my chest. That night, I went back to church for the first time. The choir was rehearsing, and when the pastor saw me, he said softly, "Michael, would you like to sing with us?" My voice trembled, but I nodded. The song was Amazing Grace. When I opened my mouth, something broke free inside me. For the first time in months, I wasn't just singing, I was talking to God. A year after Dad's passing, the church announced a singing competition for young voices. I almost didn't sign up, but then I saw his picture on my nightstand and whispered, "I'll do it for you, Dad." The day of the performance came. My hands were shaking as I held the microphone. The church was packed, families, friends, the fire department, all watching. I closed my eyes, whispered a prayer, and said, "This song is for my father, who taught me how to be brave." The music started, and as I sang, I felt a warmth on my shoulder like someone was standing beside me. Halfway through the song, I could hear his voice, not in my ears, but in my heart. "I'm here, son. Keep singing." My tears began to fall, but I didn't stop. Every word felt like a bridge between heaven and earth. People in the audience cried, some prayed. When the last note faded, I looked up at the cross and whispered, "I kept my promise, Dad." There was silence, then applause, but none of that mattered, because at that moment, I felt peace, a peace that only faith can give. I knew my father was home with God, and somehow part of him was still with me. It's been 2 years now. I still sing every Sunday, not because I want to be famous, but because I promised. Every time I stand on that stage, I remember his words. When you sing, heaven listens. Sometimes, when I look at the empty seat where he used to sit, I can almost see him smiling, and I smile too, because I know death doesn't end love, it only strengthens it. My father's last promise became my life's purpose, to turn pain into praise and fear into faith. If you've ever lost someone you love, remember, they are closer than you think. And if this story touched your heart, type Amen in the comments, and let faith bring you peace tonight.
The night was cold, the sirens cried. You said, "Be brave, my son, don't hide." The fire took you far away, but your voice still guides my day. I lost the sound of laughter's tone, but faith has never left me alone. So I'll sing to heaven, I'll sing your name. Through the ashes, through the flame, you told me love would never die. It lives in every tear I cry, and when I'm scared I close my eyes. You're with me, Father, in the sky. I found your Bible worn and torn, and your words still keep my spirit warm. You said courage lives in every prayer, and I can feel you standing there. So I'll sing to heaven, I'll sing your name. Through the ashes, through the flame, you told me love would never die. It lives in every tear I cry. When my voice begins to break, I feel your hand, I feel your faith. You taught me how to rise again, to sing my fears into the rain. I'll sing to heaven, loud and clear, knowing somehow you can hear. And in this song I find my way. Your promise lives in me today. I was just a boy when you said goodbye. You wiped my tears and told me, don't you cry. Keep your heart open, don't be afraid. Sing to the Lord when the light fades. And now the echoes of your words remain through every joy and every pain. The promise you made still carries me home. When I feel lost, I'm never alone. Your love's the fire that lights my way through darkest nights, through every day. The church bells ring, I take the stage. My trembling hands can't hide my age. But when I sing, I see your face, and every note becomes your grace. The promise you made still carries me home. When I feel lost, I'm never alone. Your voice still whispers in my mind, sing my son and you will find. Now heaven's closer than before. Your spirit walks me through that door. Faith was the gift you left behind, and I'll keep singing for all of time. The promise you made still carries me home. I'll keep the faith till I'm fully grown. And when we meet on heaven's shore, I'll sing to you forevermore.